So nobody likes to be in difficult situations, especially if those situations could be potentially dangerous. One situation that I've been in personally was when I had to pull over on the side of the road and change a tire, which is what I'm gonna tell you about today. So this is a good skill to have because you never know when you're gonna need it, and especially in Michigan, we have all of our potholes during the fall and the spring, and they can make your tires blow. So I'm going to tell you what to do initially when the tire pops, the tools you need, and how to actually get the tire off and put the new one on. So the first thing that you should do is move your car into a safe spot. Um, the best place to be would be like in an empty parking lot, but that's not always available. So you should always stop on a wide shoulder and not a narrow one because the narrow ones are more dangerous, more potential to get hit by other drivers, especially if they're inattentive. So make sure you're on a wide shoulder or in a parking lot. I wouldn't recommend driving into a driveway because most driveways are on an incline and it's harder to change a tire on an incline because your car will roll. So the second thing is to turn your hazard lights on. This lets other drivers know that you're in trouble. They will avoid going close to you, and also they might stop and help you, which is always nice. The third thing to do is to apply your parking brake. This, even if you're on a flat surface, it will stop your car from rolling. And another thing is to call somebody. If you do have to stop on a highway with a narrow um, shoulder, this you should call a tow truck because it's just too dangerous for you to stop and get out of your car. So you call the police, you call somebody and let them know that you're stuck in a dangerous spot. Um, so and obviously to change a tire you need tools, and so we're gonna talk about what tools you'll have in your car and which tools it's good to have in your car at all times just in case. So the tools that should come with your car are a jack, a lug wrench, and the actual spare tire. Um, but there are things that you could need, like for instance a flashlight and batteries, just in case you stop and it's the middle of the night or it's dark outside and you need to see. A poncho in case there's bad weather, or gloves in case it's cold outside. So the first thing, this isn't applicable to everybody, but some people's cars still have hubcaps on them. So if your car does have a hubcap, you take that off. You loosen the lug nuts on the tire, but don't take them off yet. And then you jack up the car with the jack that comes with. You jack it up to about 6 inches off the ground, and then you take off the lug nuts all the way, and make sure that you put them somewhere where you can find them again, because they are pretty small. And then you take off the tire and move it to the side, but make sure you lay it on the flat side so it doesn't, or like don't like lean it up against your car because you could roll away in the street, which is dangerous for other drivers. So then you put the spare on and you tighten the lug nuts by hand, not all the way, and then you lower it with the jack till the tires touch the ground, but don't actually put weight on it yet. And then you use the lug wrench to tighten them all the way really tight, so they don't fall off. And then you lower it back all the way. And so yeah, that's what you do that's how you change the spare tire. Um, After you change the spare tire, you shouldn't drive on it for a really long time. That's not what spare tires are for. So the first thing you should do is go to an auto parts store and have them replace the tire for you. Um, yeah, so that's how you use the tools in your car and the things that you brought with you to change a tire, and it's always good to be prepared for situations that could be potentially dangerous.